What's up, you guys? My name is Katie and I am a third year first grade teacher who has lost her voice and lost her mind because it is the middle of December in primary school. Does anybody else feel that way out there, or is it just me? But welcome to the second week of this vlog mini-series following my classroom elf. Today was day 5 with Rudolph the elf, and it was really exciting because even though it was a Monday, my kids came in and they still started looking for him right away, which means that they remembered him from last week, which was good. Today, Rudolph the elf was messing around with the computers and he added a picture onto our Google Classroom. So let me show you what he was up to. This is where Rudolph was sitting today. He was front and center with a message that says, "Go check your Google Classroom." So I back up, you can see that he is sitting right on top of our smart board, right there in the front of the room. So the students got to see him and watch him all day long. So when they got into the classroom, they logged into their Google Classroom, and on the stream page, I posted a little something from Rudolph the elf. He took a great elfie for us and shared it with a message that said hi, and they thought it was hysterical, so they pulled up the message at their desk and then they got to copy it into their elf journal. We have used Google Classroom so much this year because of the pandemic, so I thought it would be a great way to tie in all the technology that we've used with some Christmas spirit with our elf. So now I'm about to get ready and set him up for day 6. Today was day 6 with Rudolph the elf, and clearly my voice is still not back. In fact, it sounds worse, but I'm hoping that it's going to be on the upswing. Funny story about losing my voice. Today one of my students raised their hand and they were like, "Miss Allen, I heard that if you don't talk, it'll help your voice get better." And I wanted to just be like, thank you very much. But it was so sweet and it was genuine advice, so that's hilarious. Today, Rudolph messed around with our alphabet and added his name to the list. I took him and used some fishing wire to have him hang from the ceiling with a little marker, and he crossed off the letter R and wrote his name there instead, which they thought was really silly, and all day they talked about how was he up there, is he flying, did he tape himself, and he took my red marker that I use for grading papers, so I had to use a different color all day, and they thought that was super silly. Now I'm gonna get back up on the desk to take him down and hang him up for day 7. Classroom elf day 7. I still don't have a voice. It may come back tomorrow. I have my fingers crossed, but I'm not very hopeful. It sounds a little bit worse today. But let's see what the elf was up to. All right, today I had my elf taped up against the clock, and he left a note that says, "I heard you were learning how to tell time. I decided to help. Rudolph. P.S. Tape is sticky." So we've been learning about time on the hour. So there he is on the clock. That was exciting, very fun, and a little bit hard to tell time today, but we made it work. So now I'm gonna move him and get him ready for day 8. last few days, I've been putting Rudolph in spots that are way up high, and I like to do that because then my students can't reach for him and everybody in the classroom can see him at all times. So when I do that, I hang him from my ceiling using some fishing wire and a paper clip. And I've just been reusing the same one the past couple days, but I just broke it when I was trying to take him down from the clock. So I'm gonna reattach him to some fishing wire and a paper clip. That way I can hang him again for tomorrow. Oh, goodness, y'all, it has been a busy day. I had a calendar committee meeting right after school, and so I left, and I was hoping that it would be short so I could come back to school because I didn't get to move my elf or set my classroom up for Polar Express Day tomorrow. Thankfully, it lasted about 30 minutes, so now I'm back, and I'm going to show you our elf. Let's see if I can get him in. Oh, yes. He is hanging from the ceiling today. All right, if I hold it really still, you can tell that he's kind of moving side to side, which they thought was hysterical. And here's a little close-up of his Spider-Man mask. So it was a very, very fun day with our Spider-Man eye in the sky. Now I'm going to move the elf and finish setting up my room for Polar Express Day tomorrow. Oh, I'm so tired. All right, and while you're here, I may as well show you my setup for Polar Express Day, so I'll walk you around and give you a brief little mini tour of that as well. We are all ready for Polar Express Day. I set my desks up in 2 different trains. They're social distance trains. Usually I don't have the gaps between them all, but they're sitting like in their clusters that they always sit with their seating chart, but it makes it a lot more fun to watch the movie, and then I'm gonna let them come sit on the floor because they'll all be wearing their pajamas. If we come back to the back, of course, I have a snack cart, which is really fun because I will actually like roll this to their seat and deliver their snacks like they're on the train. And then here's my snack car, which is pretty fun. And I like to set out all the goodies, so the marshmallows and the candy canes, and I'll have the hot cocoa there tomorrow. Kind of gets them excited for the day. So it's not too elaborate, but it's really fun to have the train set up. And then in the hallway, we also do the tracks going into every room, coming straight down the hall. So when they come in, it's gonna look completely different. We made it through Polar Express Day, and let me show you what our elf was doing today. So here was Rudolph the elf. He was in our Christmas tree with the Polar Express tickets. All of the kids' tickets were right over here, with a cute little message that said, "All aboard, tickets please." It was a very successful Polar Express Day. I wore my jammies. It was a blast, but I'm tired and I'm gonna set Rudolph up for his spot for next Monday, and then I'm gonna go home. Alright, that is it for our second week of our elf vlogmas. I hope you enjoyed getting a glimpse into my classroom this week and seeing where Rudolph the elf was hiding around the room. Leave a comment below letting me know what was your favorite spot from this week, and then make sure you click subscribe so you can catch next week's video. Bye!